What's up, guys?
Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are talking Instagram aesthetic.
So what is Instagram aesthetic? Well, it's kind of the overall look of your Instagram feed, kind of making it look cohesive and having some sort of style, really, isn't it?
And why would you want it? Well, it makes your Instagram feed look so good. A lot of people really like it. It's actually really satisfying when you come across an Instagram feed that's so aesthetically pleasing. And it also can make you look so much more professional too. It gives you your own sort of unique style.
So we're going to give you 5 tips to help you guys with your own Instagram aesthetic. So tip number 1. You need to know what it is that you like. If you're going to create an Instagram aesthetic with certain tones and certain looks that create the vibe you want, you need to know what vibe you like. Do you like black and white photos? Do you like really vibrant, colorful photos? You need to figure that out. If you're a photographer, you probably already know what kind of style of photos you like. If you're new to it, then take a lot of photos and fiddle around with editing. Take a look at other people's photos and see what it is that you personally like.
And before you even take any photos, think about the things that you do every day, the places that you go. Where do you like to go? Do you like to go to the beach? Do you like to go to the forest? Already you can see 2 different vibes there. So think about where you like to go, where you like to take your photos, even the clothes that you wear in your photos. It all kind of comes down to your style, and that will make a difference in your aesthetic. Tip number 2. So when you have an idea of colours that you might like, try and find colours that complement each other. So there is an actual specific colour wheel that shows you what colours work well with each other. So for example, teal and orange is a combo that a lot of people use on Instagram.
The most popular, some would say.
But it does look good, you have to admit.
It does.
Also like red and green complement each other. There are certain colours out there that do work well with each other. So if you can use those, then I would definitely recommend that.
So it's up to you how strict you are with things like this. For example, the clothing you're wearing, you can match everything if you want. Some people's feeds, they will literally not wear certain colours and always match depending on what colour they're at that certain time of their feed. Or,
hey, if you have the time to do that, then go for it.
Yeah, if you want to be that strict with it, then go ahead. But people like us, we literally will take the photos we like of things we like, and then when we edit, we kind of tie everything together, and you put the same edit on most things, which then ties it together. So it's up to you how strict you are and how similar you want everything to be on your feed. So for example, if you take a look at our feed, it's pretty moody looking, and that's the style that we like. Kind of muted greens, muted blues, and kind of like warm, like kind of woody tones to it, I would say. And that's the style that we like, and it works kind of on all the photos we take because we know we're going to make them look that way, so we kind of think a little bit ahead. Tip number 3.
So if you are a certain type of photographer or you take certain types of pictures, then it's important to kind of stick with that type of photo. So for example, if you take photos of cars on your Instagram and that is kind of what you're known for, well then you're not gonna just go and stick a picture of your food or your dinner.
If I was following your account and you'd done that, I would be like, what's going on? Is this? If there's another photo of food, I might have to unfollow.
True. If you are taking photos of one thing, try and stick with that one thing if you want to be known for that. If you're more of a lifestyle photographer and you kind of take pictures of everything, well then that's fine. Your Instagram editing will allow those to tie together. But if you want to be known for something specific, stick with those photos. Tip number 4.
So once you find the style of photo that you like, then either make a preset from it and try and match the tones, or if there's someone you like, maybe download their presets and start using them in your photos. We actually have got our own preset pack. The link will be in the description. Just a little plug. If you want to grab those, we have a few variations of styles that we created when we were traveling.
And it's a good way to start too with your photo editing.
Yeah, exactly. And it kind of gives you an idea of what looks good and stuff, and a bit of a starting point. But yeah, go ahead and start editing in a certain style, and then your feed will just start to look better. Everything will start to match, and it'll just look more cohesive. If you haven't done a lot of photo editing, we have quite a few videos here on the channel which will teach you what you need to know about Lightroom and just how to edit your photos properly, so check those out. Tip number 5.
So this is one that we don't actually use ourselves, but it can be very helpful. It's only because we're not super strict on our Instagram when it comes to picture layout, but it can be very helpful to use an Instagram layout app. So apps like Planoly, I think, is one as well. Apps like that where you can actually lay out your photos and kind of see before you post them how they look together. We kind of have an idea of, like, if there's a photo we've posted before, we'll not post the same photo again straight after, or if there's photos above and below each other that might not work. We kind of already know that already. I think that's maybe from experience.
Yeah, we just won't, if it's a photo of the camera, we won't post another photo of the camera which will end up on top, because we want to mix it up and kind of keep it looking even. Yeah,
but if you really want to dig in deep to the layout of your photos, then use an app to get an idea of how it will look first.
Another option, if you want to, is to create another Instagram and make it private, and then you can actually create the feed on there. But
do people actually do that?
Apparently, but that app is probably an easier, quicker way to do what Christina just said. And this is not a tip, but don't let the Instagram aesthetic you're trying to create put you off from posting.
Because that's the most important thing.
Yeah, the most important thing, especially if you're trying to grow your Instagram and grow like some sort of a portfolio on your Instagram page. Don't stop it from allowing you to post. Yeah, we would advise just not being super strict. If there's a nice photo that you have, then try to make it look similar to the other photos, but it doesn't have to be identical. Try not to put that much pressure on yourself to make it completely perfect, because
that's damn hard.
Yeah, it will ruin your photography. It'll make you almost not want to do it as much because you're so strict with what you're taking photos of, how the lighting is, what the colors are, and just remember that it is just Instagram and it doesn't need to be completely perfect. I mean, fair play to anybody that does go to the extremes of strictness with their Instagram feed. It's just not for us.
But I still think our Instagram feed looks pretty good.
Yeah, I like it.
So those are our 5 tips for maintaining a nice Instagram aesthetic. Hopefully you find this video helpful and maybe you can use those tips for your Instagram feed.
And yeah, like we said, if you're not sure about editing, we do have a lot of tutorials. They'll be on the channel somewhere. Take a look for them.
Somewhere.
And if you have any more questions, feel free to drop a comment below or DM us on our Instagram and we'll try to help you out with whatever your issues are.
And if you like this video, guys, we would appreciate if you give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you're not already subscribed. And is that it?
Just to clarify, your issues with photography, not your whole entire life issues.
What?
We can't fix all those.
Oh,
we can help you with your photography and your Instagram issues, not just your entire life issue. Anyway, I think that's it.
Agony ants.
I think that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, guys. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe as well for more content like this.
I already said that.
You did. As we always say, take it easy.
Don't be a stranger.
Did you?
Yeah.
Check. The grills in my mouth double as a freeze. The grills in my mouth double as a freeze. The grills in my mouth.